Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Everglow Wellness. My name is Ellie Caldwell, and today I'm just going to talk you through how to do basic yogic breathing, which in Sanskrit, the language of yoga, is called Ujjayi Pranayama. So Ujjayi meaning fire or victorious, and Pranayama is prana is your life force energy, and then yama is control of that life force energy. So yoga is really about breathing. It's a lot of poses and there's movement and other things too, but the core of it is really breathing and the control that you can bring to your breath to bring a greater sense of control or ease in your life. So you could just sit in a comfortable position. I have a cushion because I have a hip injury, so whatever you need to do to make yourself comfortable, you can sit on the mat, you can sit with the leg out, whatever you need to do to feel comfortable. And we're just going to take a sort of a warming, centering breath. So you can take your arms and just swing them around in a big sweeping circle. You can raise your eyebrows up, your eyes up to the sky, and pressing the palms together and just gathering all your energy and then drawing that down into your heart, resting the thumbs at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. So mudra is just yoga for the hands, but placing your heart at your center, connecting with yourself. And you can close the eyes, gently drawing your awareness inward. And then bring your attention to your breath. So we all come to our practice with whatever breathing pattern we were doing out in our daily life. So right now, given all the stress in our society, it might be that your breath feels really shallow. Without judgment, just notice what it's doing. So if it's shallow, it's just sort of in the chest, it's not getting down into the abdomen. It's maybe a fast pace, it might be choppy. So just take a few breaths with your eyes closed, noticing the normal breath pattern that you have right now before we start to bring some control to that energy. Okay, and then you can open your eyes for a minute. You're just going to drop your hands down onto your legs. So if you want to take another mudra, you can have your palms up. If you feel like you need some more energy, maybe you're feeling depressed or lethargic, you can have both palms down. If you're feeling kind of anxious or flighty and you need some grounding, and you could do one of each, which is usually my go-to. So maybe you need some energy, but you also need some grounding, so a greater sense of balance. And you just place your hands on your legs, and we bring the thumbs together just to keep the energy circulating within your body. Okay, so if that's comfortable. You can also just place your hands on your legs if you don't want to deal with all that funny business. Okay, we're going to close the eyes again, and then we're going to bring in some control to the breath. So notice the base of your spine and your perineal or your pelvic floor area, and try to engage the core there. So for most people, if you haven't probably thought about it for a while, if ever, we create sort of an energy lock there. It's called Mula Bandha. And you can think of it like a vase. You think maybe a vase over here, even in the bottom. Okay, so if the vase doesn't have a bottom, everything just can fall right out. So we want to create that lock. And then you're going to start to draw the breath down into that lock. And it's a pretty deep place, right? So if you think of a brand new balloon, when you're trying to stretch out a brand new balloon, it's a little tough at first, right? So you really have to blow. So the same idea, you're going to draw that breath in and try to let your navel expand like a brand new balloon. You're going to try to fill your belly with as much breath as you can. And then exhale when your body tells you to, so it's a natural release. And as you exhale, you're going to start to draw your navel back towards your spine, engaging your core strength, and your Uddiyana Bandha, which is another core lock, okay? So this is to like a bellows. You're consciously creating muscles and a sort of a machinery to control the breath. It's also like a little sit-up. You can think of it as core work every time you take a breath. Okay, so inhale again. navel expands. Try to keep your pelvic floor engaged. If you forget about it, which happens all the time, I'll remind you, come back to it. Engage Mula Bandha, using your Uddiyana Bandha. Big exhale. You're all the way out of breath. You're going to inhale. Use those muscular areas. And you can't inhale anymore, you're going to exhale. And try to make the exhale nice and slow. Deliberately leaving the body through the nose. This is in and out through the nose. Get to the bottom of the breath. Engage your muscular structure. And as you inhale, use those muscles to create some space. And exhaling when your body tells you to. So I'll guide you through the breathing in any practice that you watch with me. But you can also just go at your own pace. Your yoga is all about you. You don't need permission from any instructor to do what you need to do for your body. Okay? So the Ujjayi part of it then is creating a constriction in the base of your throat so that the breath becomes audible. And it kind of sounds like Darth Vader. And to find the place in your body, you can pretend like your hand is a mirror and you're going to fog the mirror. You do that with your mouth open. And then to move into Ujjayi Pranayama, you're going to do that but with your mouth closed. So you literally sound like Darth Vader. So you can try that a few times, drawing in the breath through in and out through the nose, but feeling that constriction in the base of your throat. And you're going to couple that then with what was going on in your abdomen to take in some nice deep, long breaths. And get to the bottom of the breath, the bottom of that exhale. Re-engage your core strength. Inhale, use those muscles to expand. Hearing the breath at the base of your throat. And you get to the top of the breath and then just exhale nice and slow. Re-engage your core. If you've lost touch there. And just keep breathing at your own pace. Take a good 3 or 4 breaths. And just start to notice what happens to your body, your mind, your physiology. Hopefully you're starting to feel more connected to yourself, with the eyes closed, awareness on the breathing. And those long, deep breaths, maybe sounding like the ocean tide, coming in and going out. Get this rhythmic flow to your breathing that massages the olfactory organs and transitions you from your sympathetic to your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the fight or flight, into relaxation. Okay, so it's a very purposeful breath. But anytime you sort of move into heavy thoughts and forget about what's going on here, just gently bring yourself back to your body. No judgment. First rule of yoga is ahimsa, which means non-harm. That means can include your self-talk, right? So if you think, oh, I'm bad at this, I'm a bad yogi, I can't do this, gently bring yourself back with kind thoughts and try again. Okay? So you can stay here as long as you're comfortable, enjoying your Ujjayi Pranayama. And if you've forgotten any parts of it, if you want a refresher, just go back to the beginning of the video. Otherwise, I will leave you with another big breath. Inhaling, drawing all your energy down into your body. And we end all yoga practices with namaste, which to me means to honor the light in all things. Namaste.